Topping our news at 5:30, it was another day of difficult testimony in a Detroit courtroom as witnesses described the scars and bruising found on a 9-year-old Detroit boy who prosecutors say was tortured and killed. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Simon Shaquette. Just gut-wrenching. His step-parents are accused in the case, and today their attorneys arguing they should be released from jail. 7 investigator Ross Jones in the courtroom with the very latest.
When you were doing your entirety of your autopsy, did you ever count how many scars there were?
No.
Why not?
There were too many to count.
Wayne County's chief medical examiner said today that Owen Rosario's body was covered with healing or healed scars found on his head, cheek, neck, chest, hip, legs, even his toes. On top of that, Owen's chest was full of fluid, he said, the result of untreated pneumonia that ultimately caused his death, that the doctor deemed a homicide.
In this case, the inactions of an individual that resulted in Mr. Owen Rosario's death.
The doctor was one of 2 witnesses to take the stand today. The other was Ayanna Craig, who used to live with Sampaguita and Sherman Jones, Owen's step-parents, accused in his murder.
They gave me advice on life, stuff like school. They gave me a place to stay, gave me things to eat.
For a time, Craig said the Joneses were like her mentors. She said she never saw Sherman Jones get physical with Owen, but...
Did you ever see Sam physically discipline Owen yourself?
Yes, never anything bad though, it was normal.
Okay, what do you mean normal?
Like, you get popped.
And when she would pop him, what would be open hand, closed hand, something different?
Open hand.
Craig testified that a year before Owen died, her fiancé was visiting the family and saw marks and bruises on Owen that concerned her. She took these photos, which she shared with us, showing a chunk of Owen's hair missing, marks on his forehead and cheeks, and what appeared to be a swollen nose. The photos were introduced as evidence today, but were only shared with Detroit police after Owen died.
The fact witnesses that they're relying upon as it relates to any injuries that are inflicted upon the young child in this particular case, none of them have said that he did anything.
Since being charged, both defendants have been remanded to jail, and so today their attorneys each argued for bond, insisting neither pose a risk to the public.
There is no reason to suggest at this point that my client won't remain within the community and can't come back to court and exist as a danger to the community based on these proofs.
Prosecutors pushed back hard.
He is black and blue from head to toe. There are marks on his toes, to the tip of his head, everywhere in between. These would be obvious to any person that's caring for him.
Ultimately, Judge Sean Jacquet denied the defense's request.
I am concerned with the safety of the public.
Watching today's proceedings was Brianna Rhodes, a one-time family friend of Sherman and Sampaguita, who told us she'd seen marks and bruises on Owen over the years that were always explained away.
The last bruise broke my heart, and I just didn't know what to do.
Today, she said she wishes she'd spoken up or called Children's Protective Services. As we reported yesterday, the agency had rejected 2 prior complaints raising concerns about bruises on Owen's body, burns on his hands, and malnourishment back in 2023.
I wish they did open an investigation because it could have saved Owen's life.
Testimony wrapped up just before noon today, and it will continue, but not until November 14th. Both defendants remain in custody. We did reach out to Children's Protective Services for comment on Owen's case, but we did not hear back.
Just to see the photos of that little boy and all the bruises.
Well, and they showed even more graphic photos from his autopsy, which we did not show you, that were even much worse. This was a heinous case.
Yeah, we know you'll keep pushing CPS for answers at the same time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ross.
Always.